Come on, baby, let me get this right. Shout it out from the street in the heat of the night. Let me show you what I just heard. It's a little blurred, but actions speak louder than words. 100 miles on the street.
What was our previous stuff? What would you consider that? Just rock?
Yeah. Rock, blues, rock.
Previous music was mostly alt rock and like it had blues influence, it had like funk influence.
I think, Safe Day Tomorrow 2008. So, it's 8 years later, we, decided we need to try something new, make it interesting, and thought it would be a good idea to bring some life and make it relevant to today. Had some 8 years with Adam, and about time we used some more electronic sounds and some synth, and thought it'd be a good idea to make just an upbeat rock dance type album. We kicked around the idea at rehearsal, thought we'd get slammed for the idea of doing a more dance-orientated type album, and I'm really happy with what came up.
Yeah, I think a lot of the concept, at least what I remember talking with you, Chris, about coming up with like what the next sound would be. A lot of that influence came from those shows that we were playing all the covers on.
Yeah.
Every time we would play like cover Phoenix or we covered like the Killers, like that just responded really well. Like it came across really well with the audience. So.
I think we're also more comfortable playing, that straight ahead, more driving style of music where it's very melodic, but the songs are concise and they're not sprawling songs like we would tend to do probably in earlier albums, which are, I love those type of songs, but it's good to kind of be on the other end of the spectrum for a change and write and record songs that are very more concise and just, have a clear sound and message and, not a whole lot of other filler. It's very, there's not a whole lot of wasted time on this album.
I don't know how you convinced me. I can't remember.
Well, I think too, it's like, well, it'll be quick. We'll knock out the whole thing in 2 months. I think we knocked it out
2 years later.
But I think we wrote the first 5 songs in like the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. The first song, after I committed mentally to doing this, the first song I immediately came up with in my head was the chorus to No Better Time.
That was one of the first ones that we started working on. It reminded me of Where Summer Gone, sort of, with kind of like a real upbeat chorus. I think it's a really simple kind of straight ahead song, and it fits really well with the concept of the album. A sort of dance rock type album. I think that song fits in really well.
Yeah, because we went around recording this album completely differently than the other one.
You had to ask the question: Is it dance rock? Can it pass? And now listen to the album, and a lot of them be like dance rock. But when we say dance rock, the likes of the Killers and Franz Ferdinand and Foster the People elements in there. Would you call them rock, alternative, dance? That style.
Yeah. Lionel Richie
and Hall & Oates.
It was really easy this time with doing everything kind of on our own. We were able to bounce ideas off each other and send each other, okay, here's what I have recorded. Let me know if this is going to work in the album. If not, we just do something again and send it again, and it's no big deal.
It was like, let's just throw all this shit against the wall and see what sticks. And it worked. It worked out that way. I thought it was really cool because I don't think I've ever done that with any band. So I recorded a bunch of guitars. I recorded ukulele at my place, vocals on some tracks, weird synth effects, sample stuff, all that stuff, and then it was great because I could just send it to Chris. Tim, you did the same.
Yeah, we did drums in 2 different locations, 2 different basements.
I like how almost every song, it almost sounds like it's a different drum kit with the different ways that things were mic'd or the samples that are used. There's a different snare sound, or the kick is a little bit more punchy or less so, and so I like the variation. It does sound cohesive, but there are variations to each song, and it's a conscious choice, sort of thing.
we've got a better idea of how everything needs to be set up. And
I think another thing what made this album so cohesive is that we had a very distinct goal of what it was to sound like. And then we were very like, okay, we're going to go with this. And if it didn't, we would change it to make it that way. And I think it put us all in like a position that was outside of what we would normally do. And I think it made it better because it was a challenge. The world of digital recording, I think, allowed us to be able to take the time we needed and then put it all together from all over the place in the one location.
So it's a process, but it's enjoyable. A lot of hours, but it's enjoyable. You lose a lot of sleep and you're not happy in the moment, but it's fun. You know, we tried our best. We really tried.